Okay, welcome to the continuation of the debate for Gov Election 2010. We have for the G Innovation Party, um, Vice Presidential candidate Greg Ratner and party organizer / advisor Olhash Jagdale. And for the Human Rights Party, we have presidential candidate Shana Marfil, Vice Presidential candidate Renee Coppola, and a party member Erica Humphrey. Okay, representing the swing voters at the debate are Genevieve Wickheiser and Hajar Hassani. Genevieve Wickheiser will give us our first question.
Okay. Should healthcare be mandated? Why or why not?
Human Rights Party, we have 1 minute.
We believe that healthcare should be mandated because in mandating healthcare, everyone will have to have healthcare or pay a surtax, which will go to the charges of healthcare. And the more people contributing into the pot of healthcare, even if it's in private companies, will reduce the price of healthcare greatly for everyone involved. And we also believe that it's a human right to have healthcare. So as a mandate, it's more of an, like we're giving that human right to people.
Okay, and now for the G Innovation Party's response to the question.
We are not for a government mandate. We feel that that'd be infringing on personal liberties, and as a libertarian, we are for power for the people. We don't want to force anyone to do anything they don't want to do. And as far as mandates go, mandating like a lower class family could to buy insurance is a hard thing to do because they may be directing their money right now to food and rent, and we don't want them to have one more cost on top of that. So I think that'd be hard for them to pay for a mandate.
And here's the human rights response to the G Innovation Party.
We don't believe that putting a mandate on human rights is taking away anyone's choice because no matter what, anyone is going to choose treatment over not treatment. And also the fact that lower class people may not be able to afford it, we're going to offer government subsidies, at least with the private options, so they can afford health insurance. And we still have Medicare and Medicaid for those who can't.
Time. Another question.
All right, as far as government subsidies go, we are definitely not for that. We feel that it's just a socialist policy, and we're very conservative economically.
Next question from Hajar Hassani.
Recently, there was an attempted terrorist attack on the airplane headed to Detroit. How would your administration have reacted to this event?
1 minute.
All right, well, we would have national security organizations look into it and investigate it. We would look at the attack as a hostile military act and try the suspect in a military court. And we would also talk to the other country about their screening processes.
And now for the response from Human Rights Party.
Okay, we would have the president address the nation through a speech to calm and comfort the nation, and also increase security slightly at airports. But we would try the person who, if they are arrested and convicted in federal court with a public defendant with a peer jury of their peers. That's our difference.
Response from the G Innovation Party.
Well, we don't respect any of the state and rights in regard to our nation, so that's why we try them in a military court, and this would serve as an example for future enemies of the state.
And response from the Human Rights Party.
We believe if they don't respect our rights, why would they have to respect ours? And in a military court, they're going to get a biased jury that's obviously against any kind of action that they pled, and we would give them the fairest trial as possible, even if a peer jury would be the most unbiased.
Okay. Next question from Genevieve Wickheiser.
This question is from a group of swing voters, so just to let you know. Both parties have advisors that are party members who have been very involved in developing the party platforms. What would be their role in a future administration?
And here's the answer from Human Rights Party.
We will give these people places in our cabinet, like Lindsay, we think will be Secretary of State, and the other people will put in what they are skilled in.
Okay. And G Innovation Party.
Okay. Well, for the G Innovation Party, our head advisor, Wallace Jagdale, would stay in the position that he has and be a close cabinet member. He would still campaign for himself and others in positions around our government.
And you can respond to what they say.
Here's a response from presidential candidate
Okay.
Shanna Marshall.
In contrast to our party, where our other advisors, Erica, Lindsay, and Ashley have definitely impacted our party very well. You have one sole advisor who has impacted very well, which is Olhas, obviously. Now, would he serve and would he eventually become a major figurehead in the party?
Time.
He also would still remain our head advisor, our main advisor, but everyone has contributed in this election, so everyone would still get their opinion voice, all of that.
Okay.
Well, our other party members have been gaining the public support, and us and I have been the main policymakers.
Okay. And response from the Human Rights Party.
We've all been working in policy making collectively, making decisions collectively, and under our administration, we will still be doing those things.
See you. Thank you for coming.
Greg Ratner now must go to wrestling practice.
Vote for G Innovation.
And now for a question from the activists against animal cruelty interest group, Lenny Brennan.
Okay, so you guys talk about your party members and what they do. Who of your party would be your brain trust, your main cabinet members that you consult for advice?
Okay. Response.
Our brain trust would consist of the other members of our party: Lindsay Woods, Erica Humphrey, and Ashley Celestin.
And Olhas Jagdale.
In terms of brain trust, in terms of policy, it would probably be me because I'm pretty much knowledgeable about everything. However, our other members would be more knowledgeable about who all is a part of our party and also how and why they've become members of our party.
Wait, Mr. Wexler has a question from the technology interest group.
Yeah. What would you be prepared to do about the overseas patent violations when China, copies American movies and distributes them, and it costs American movie producers money because they're getting undercut. Pirating of movies, pirating of music in places like China. What would your administration be prepared to do something about that? And you want a minute?
From G Innovation Party.
Well, we would have our national patent organizations, because we strongly believe in patents in our stance. We'd have our national patent organizations talk to the economic committees of these foreign countries and form agreements, mutual agreements too, in terms of copyright laws and protecting and enforcing those copyright patents. And that's pretty much it. We'd also help. We'd also give companies and individuals kind of the resources of people with legal policy expertise in that field as well.
And Human Rights Party.
We would like to extend patent time in the U.S. domestically, but for foreign issues, if legal action can be used in international courts by different patent agencies, we would approve that to ensure that our patents are respected.